Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review. And my Barnet has decided not to play ball, and I've got to go out later on to do my bottle share. But I thought I'd get a quick review in. We'll see how things go, whether I upload it tonight or whether this is actually Thursday. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, this will be Wednesday. And I'm doing a weird beer, but well, I say weird, it shouldn't be weird. It's Brew Like a Girl. Um, and this is from Amsterdam. Amsterdam. It is a double page article. Look, these are the girls. Now these girls here, I say girls, they're obviously ladies. Brew Like a Girl. But apparently, this brewery started in 2013. So 12 years ago, and look at them. I would have said they're only in their 20s, but they can't be. They must be in their 30s at least. So, I mean, fair dues. The only thing I would say about this, and this is nothing to do with the fact that they're women, it's the fact of their age. Um, and this is men or women. Um, but for some reason, craft and learning from learning on the job, doing practical stuff, starting a business, things going wrong, things failing, doing your brewing, learning from doing like 100,000 brews under your belt does not happen overnight. But I cannot believe the amount of craft brewers who are in their 20s and 30s and they think they're like the masters of the world. And it's like, you, you just can't be. You absolutely cannot be, because true craft, true artisan shit comes with a wealth of experience. Um, and like I say, this is nothing to do that from the fact that these are girls. I think that's really cool. Um, it's a little bit sexist if it's only women, which is yeah something I don't necessarily like. But fair dues, I any brewers that are doing really well, fair dues, congratulations. Um, but yeah, just the age is just messing with my head. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm getting a bit old now. Um, but yeah, especially say you're in the UK, you cannot drink. And I'd be very surprised if you can get a license to do any kind of brewing until you're 18 years old. And that's even at homebrew level. If you were doing brew science as a university course, you would have to be, I would say, a minimum of 21, maybe 22 before you graduate. Um, if you don't do that and you just open your business from scratch, it's possible at 18. But where you'd get the money from at 18, don't know. And I would say it would be at least 10 years. And that's what these ladies have done. They've clocked in 12 years of brewing. It's crazy. Just, it blows my mind, put it that way. But yeah, fair dues. That's what I'm going to say. Fair dues. Anyway, let us get onto the beer. This is the one. It is called Bloesem Blond, brewed by women, obviously using it in their thing. We have got Sakura, it looks like, with bees and ladybugs or birds and all sorts of things. Beetle, there's a beetle up there. It's coloured pink, so they're obviously using the fact that it's women. It's not quite Sakura season, although the blossom is actually coming on the trees. It was a very mild winter this year, quite windy, but yeah. So let me have a cough there. Is it going to zoom in? There we go. Illustration by Zena and Arkansimi. Sorry. You can pause the video and look at that lady's name. I really like that. The label is fantastic. Hard to read because pink is quite a light colour, and then they've got white, but I think that would be much better colours, white and pink, than black. That would be a bit too harsh. Okay, so it says Bloesem Blond is a delicious blonde brewed with elderflower. Okay, cool. So that's not elderflower though. That is, well, oh, maybe it is. I thought it was, yeah, sakura, like cherry blossom, but maybe it's elderflower blossom. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Giving it floral characteristics, refreshing finish, perfect beer for any joyful occasion. We're blonde sisters from Amsterdam. Well, we've seen those. Yeah, very, very cool. There we go. We've got malt. We've got elderflower essence, a bit of coriander, coriander seed. Thank God. I absolutely hate coriander, the green form. Cilantro makes me want to puke. 5.5%. Oh, brilliant. And from looking, he says, adjusting his hat, Carapils, Pilsen malt, and Munich malt. So that's really interesting. You could say Munich malt is a kind of wheaty kind of thing, but Pilsner, really interesting. And a Carapilsner as well. So might be a bit of leftover sweetness in this bad boy. Bad girl. Maybe I should call it a bad girl. But yeah, lovely pink colour. It's not trying to be a bad girl. It's a good girl. Right, let us get, reaching over, we get the old tulip from Amsterdam. Oh, I'm getting lovely, lovely smells from this, which is lovely and cool. Be really interested to see if there is anything sediment-wise that comes in late on. Not really, which is fantastic. That looks proper. Very similar to that session IPA that I had yesterday. Does it say what type of beer this is? Turn it round that way. My God, it's difficult to get anything to read nicely on here. Tell you what, let me do the photo first, and then we shall do this. So there's the beer, there's the can, which is a lovely can. Boom. Right. Let us zoom in a bit. A zoom of doom on, it says speciality beer. Interesting. So I'm sure that's just because it's got the elderflower in there. But at 5.5%, I would say this is probably IPA territory. I haven't said that. The other way of describing it is a fruity beer, or I suppose elderflower is more of a spice. So maybe a speciality beer is the right way to go on this one. Oh, lovely, lovely aroma. I don't know if that's an elderflower aroma. It's more, yeah, more kind of fruity. I think maybe the chopped up or the crushed up coriander seeds is also giving some aromatics there. Wow, really, really floral. That's what I would say. So elderflower, floral. That makes sense. Cheers and beers, dear viewer. Let us dive in for this one. Ooh. Okay, that coriander's really coming through. That spice, but we are also getting that kind of fruity floral thing. Whether it's elderflower, I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm sure it is. Well, they've said elderflower extract as well, whatever that may be. But it's like, yeah, it's like drinking spring flowers, if that makes sense. Yeah, really, really fresh. really interesting taste to have something that's not super hoppy. I mean, there are hops in there. What have we got? Cascade and Magnum. So the Cascade is probably giving a little bit of fruitiness, but in a peach way. Actually, yeah. So maybe that fruitiness is coming from the Cascade, a kind of fruity kind of thing. But yeah, the coriander and the elderflower extract is really giving it like a blossom. You know, when you get a yeah, a Dutch no, what would you say? A tulip. Ah, yeah, you're in the floating flower market um, within Amsterdam, which I have been to. Amazing place. You're like stepping from boats to boat to boat. If you don't go there on the right day and there's no boats there, it's like, what? Look, I was walking like half a mile along boats. Absolutely nuts, like in the old days when there weren't so many roads and there weren't any railways. Traveling by boat was the way forward. And for romantics and people that don't mind taking a bit of time to do things, traveling by boat is still one of my favorite things to do. You go through a town or a city and they've got a river or some sort of waterway running through there, try and do a boat tour around the city. Amsterdam is an obvious one. London, all the big old cities and in the world have waterways, and doing a tour on a boat, fantastic. Getting back to this beer though, I don't think I could have I couldn't be on this all night in the pub. I think I would have to leave it at one. It's one of those kind of beers that's so different, so full on, but so outside the norm. Yeah, especially if I it's 5.5%. So if I had 3 or 4 pints of this and started feeling a bit queasy, um, you know what I mean. Um, the whole flowery thing just would be a bit too much, especially if you're burping a lot. I burp because I drink fast a lot of the time, but yeah, burping and burping out floral gases. Ooh, there's yeah, weird things. If you ever do beer judging and you're on speciality or fruity type beers and you've drunk 20, 30 different types of fruity beers and then have a real fizzy lager or something and you start belching and it's like you're belching out fruit. It's very bizarre, very strange. My God, have I got another cold? That'd be crazy. Oh, however, I'm actually really enjoying this beer. It is something different. I've had similar types of beer before. I've had elderflower beers. I made elderflower beers. Have a look at my back catalogue. Why not sign up to my channel and look at some of my older content? Look up my home brewing kind of stuff. You'll see some of my elderflower beers. Brewing with elderflower is really old and traditional. It's been going on for centuries, but it's very rare to find a commercial version. This is really nice. It's really good, actually. I'm liking that. Blossom. There is a lot to like about this. Bloesem Blond, brewed by women. I think this is a fantastic beer. Yeah. Lacing on the glass, maybe not so much. I mean, we've got quite a nice line going on there, but it's not really hanging around too much. Um, yeah, but why not? There's no super heavy malts. They're all really light Pilsner type malts. So it's a pale ale, I guess, in a lager kind of style. Mm, yeah, I'm really liking this. I might next time I travel over to. Pardon me. There we go. Elderflower belch. Really interesting. Um, maybe not for you guys, but yeah, yeah. I remember seeing a thing once, and this was probably 15 years ago, um, and someone was talking about beer appreciation and specifically beer judging, and he would say that the belch, you should taste the belch, give it a sample because you're getting something different as it's coming out than you would as it's going in. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I know what I'm talking about. Right, Jesus, been going on. I need to get out of the house. Going to my bottle share later on. Taking my saison de pont and my Roquefort beers, and I'm pretty sure that the boys down there will have had those already. But um, yeah, I was looking at beers in St Albans. I was in a bottle shop, and they had a beer, and it was I can't remember exactly a lambic or kettle soured, um, yeah, beer with peach, I think it was, and it was something like 35 quid for a bottle, and I was like, I'd love to buy this beer and share it with people, but I can't spend that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money to spend on beers. So hopefully they'll appreciate the saison de pont. I mean, one of the best beers in the world, you know. So Chamal. Wow, that is really good. Yeah, I don't know even if I would have. I'll put it over here. If I would actually have a second one of those, to be honest. Um, really, really cool. Oh, interestingly enough, I will show you something that I don't show that often, but the back of my, if it will come round without unplugging stuff. So I've got a Cloudwater sticker, but no, what I wanted to show you, it's not going, why is it not going over there? Is, dum dum dum, my camera sticker. Can you see that? There he is. It's packing tape actually, but for camera. How crazy is that? Don't know why I bothered doing that. That didn't work out that well. But that's how we do things on this channel. Guys, it's been Uncle Jonah drinking beers purely for your entertainment, as you well know. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. I'm going off to the Royston, to the bottle share. It's going to get a bit messy tonight, but I'll try and see you tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully I've uploaded this video on Wednesday. If not, it'll be Thursday, and I'll have a relax. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Jonah out. I'll be back with a beer review. That's coming up real soon.